Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
And the Wildcats in the hurry up. They'll ride the hot hand.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floating away. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Working that left side now. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify.
Running toward the tape. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got him in the flat, and he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's House. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Longhorns have a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Kentucky going quickly. Dropping back, it's House. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Leaves it with the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick completion to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually too...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop. Getting out of hand. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down after he makes the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Connors. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. The run from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McIntyre. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll immediately call timeout. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Going to the run to start this second half. At the 35, he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
Have a day young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Texas offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cole. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Running to the left. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gentry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's House. Makes the grab down the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw.
Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown on the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the point after is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Gentry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Smashes through. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's House. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a loss for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to throw it again. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The running back has it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Cole. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a big unpleasant film session.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team does.